So I just saw Thor: Love and Thunder in the theater. So I'm recording this right after watching the film. But before I get into that, I just want to know what I think of the first three Thor movies, and I gotta say they're enjoyable. I've had fun with them. Like I think my favorite one was Thor Ragnarok because it made me laugh a lot, and this one is the best one because it made me laugh much more than Thor Ragnarok, and not just because of the staring thing from the trailer and the nude Thor scene, which in this one when you watch the movie is on the butt is uncensored. In the trailer, censor is blurred out, but not in this, but not in the film itself. And yeah, other parts is where Thor smiles like this, and the funniest part about it is the screaming ghosts, which are really weird but kind of hilarious. Where they go like ah! That was kind of hilarious. It made me laugh so hard. It was even my brother laughed at it. Um, and the actions and the look of the film is pretty kind of really the light when it goes lighthearted. It's almost like in like a modern take on the 80s movies. Like even the end credits looks like an 80s type of movie. With the rock and the where to the point where it's rocking music all over the film. Um, and I thought all the actors did well. Chris Hemsworth still plays a funny Thor. Natalie Portman plays a plays a great Jane Foster and Mighty Thor. And Christian Bale makes a terrifying and awesome appearance as Gore Butcher as the villain. And the Guardians of the Galaxy don't appear as much as I expected. I thought they would be in a larger role, but they're only there for the opening, and we don't see them again. And but they still act good decently. And Taika Waititi's Korg has more has more screen time and dialogue than Ragnarok, and he tells the story of Thor and Jane Foster, and he also explained to us about how Thor and Jane Foster broke up, and it happened because they were both way too busy, with Thor too busy saving the world and Jane Foster busy with her job. And that happened right after Jane Foster attacked the gore creatures during when she first saw her as Mighty Thor. Another funny moment is at the play where we see where's a funny recreation of Thor Ragnarok scene where Odin dies in it, and Matt Damon's Loki and Liam Hemsworth Thor played Thor and Loki, and their acting are funny. But one funny part that made me laugh so hard was when the actress that played Hela showed up because of how she looks. It's quite funny, and all the action scenes are pretty good. I think that with the best one being the final battle in which Thor and the kids at first fight Gore, but then they went away with the Stormbreaker. Then Jane Foster came out right after she went to get out of the hospital because she had cancer. Because that's the reason. That's the reason why she became Mighty Thor. Because while she was having cancer, she thought the Mjolnir would make her better. but she still has cancer, and she was dying. And well, he was fighting Gore for the first time when she first met Gore, and that's kind of pretty unique type of idea. And Lady Thor and Mighty Thor and Thor fight Gore, and they both defeated him. But then Thor told him talked to Gore. Sorry about that. About that about if he wants to join him, but Thor says no, and goes and says he chose love. And Gore's like, "How dare you?" Yeah. And then right when she was grabbing Jane, she said that her catchphrase was to kiss Thor. They kiss twice, and then she dies. That was kind of sad. I did not fully expect that, but I kind of had a feeling while I was watching the film, like I thought she would die because cancer always, because diagnosed with cancer always makes you die. And then Gore later dies, but then her daughter from the beginning of the movie that died showed up, and then Thor adopted her, and the Gore's daughter shoot Thor's frying pan and drew his hammer, and at the and let's talk and that let's talk about that post. The final thing I should talk about is the post credit scene, like what will be in the future of the MCU, and it shows Zeus from the part where Thor becomes nude. Thor right after that, Mighty Thor, Valkyrie, and Korg. That's the scene where Korg was was destroyed into pieces. Only his head was survived. Um, but in this scene, Thor Thor stabbed Zeus with his lightning bolt, and he fall down. But then at post credit scene, he somehow survived it, and then he told his son Hercules to kill Thor. So we might get a Thor 5. And that's gonna be how. And I'm curious of how they're gonna do it, what they're gonna do with him. Like, is he gonna, like, if Zeus. I'm curious if Zeus is gonna be like the villain of Thor 5. Because that does not sound super heroic, more super villainous. And so far, yeah, this is a funny, awesome superhero Marvel movie. Now it's not the best Marvel movie, but it's the second best. But it's not the best movie either. But I think this is my new favorite 2021 movie. I mean 2022 movie, because of how much it made me laugh, how much I enjoyed it, and how much sadness it was. So this is my new favorite movie of this year. And yeah. And it's probably give it a 10. That's it for this video. Peace out. Bye, for another epic video.